What's up, guys? It's Light Spiral here with a Hall of Heroes, Barbaric King, or Surtr, or however you pronounce it, video. And in this video, I'm just going to be telling you guys my opinions of whether or not you should be doing this dungeon. To make things short, I'm not going to tell you guys the skills or anything, because you guys can look it up yourselves, and I feel like that's just adding time to the video that's not really needed. But going straight into what this monster is, he is a nuker, and that's it, a single target nuker. He has an AoE, but it's not really like that good, at least not in my opinion. I haven't ruined him yet at all. This video that you're watching is him at 4-star maxed, or AK level 30, with 0 runes on him. There is buffs and debuffs going on to the enemies and myself, and so, with that being said, I would say that first and foremost, I would not recommend at all max skilling him unless you just want to take the time out of your life to get 1,800 pieces for this monster. Or no, it's not 1,800, is it? I don't know, you need 18 guys, so you need 900 pieces to get 18 of these monsters to max skill it. And unless you really just have nothing better to do, I would highly stress do not max skill this monster. Getting this monster, I actually would recommend it unless you have another good fire nuker. If your best fire nuker is someone like Rayoke, and I say Rayoke because a lot of people do have Rayoke as their best fire nuker, then I would recommend doing this secret dungeon. If you have a nat 5 fire attacker, if you have Trevor, if you have I don't know who else off the top of my head, but if you have a better fire nuker or attacking monster, then or a good one at least, I wouldn't actually recommend that you need to do this. He's really squishy, and you never want to fight against water monsters with this guy. You fight against wind and fire, and you don't want him to be attacked. You just want him to lay back and do damage. So with that being said, the runes I would say is that if you have rage runes with good crit rate substats, I would go Rage Blade, attack percent, crit damage, attack percent. And if you don't have good crit rate subs on your rage runes, go Fatal Blade with attack percent, crit rate percent, attack percent. And that's what I would do in my, at least, or that's what I'm gonna do in the near future with him. And I'm actually just holding off. I'm trying to get a couple more rage runes to make it so I can have good crit rate with the rage. And I guess that's really what I have to say about the actual monster itself. Its skills, it has an AO. This is a skill that I would like to point out is it has this AoE skill that does do it already has a 40% chance to stun. So that's why even though he has an AoE, you do not need to put Despair on him because he already has stun on his AoE, just like pre-built in, I guess you could say. And so, yeah, you don't need to put Despair runes on him. And that's all I have to say about Surtr. Be sure to tell me in the comment section if you think I should keep doing these kinds of videos before Hall of Heroes or Secret Dungeons. And I'm going to try and get them out before the dungeon actually comes out. Because on this one and the last one I did, the dungeon was already like halfway through when I put the video out. But I wasn't able to record because my software wasn't working until I just got a new one today. And so I recorded this as quick as possible to get this out and give you guys as much time as possible to do this dungeon, I guess. And if anyone ever sees this video after like summoning this monster, like not in a secret dungeon, just like in a mystical scroll, it's the same as follows earlier. If you don't have a good fire nuking or attacking monster, then keep it. If you do, you can just use it as fodder material for whatever monster you would like to use it for. But be sure to tell me also in the comments what you think I could do to make these kinds of videos better, or if you just don't even want to see them again. And that's all I have for today, guys. So may the best to your todays. be the worst of your tomorrows.